All right, if you just joined us, it's still Journalist Hangout. I still have Charles Deho right here and BKO. All right, straight to our next conversation. Military operations and professional effectiveness thrive on hierarchy and command flow. But this can sometimes constitute a stumbling block to quick response to security threats. To ensure effective response to threats, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has given a marching order to all military personnel not to wait for instructions before taking decisive action against criminals. Speaking with troops, General Musa told them not to hesitate to take out criminals in their areas of responsibilities or be ready to face court-martial. Now let's hear from the Defense Chief.
And I do not want to hear that I was not giving any command. As long as you are deployed, your task is to secure your community. You are all aware on what condition you are supposed to shoot at the enemy. When your life is at stake and you have no other means of protecting yourself, you are allowed to fire. When your colleague's life is at stake and there's no way you can stop, you are allowed to fire. And when the community or any infrastructure you are protecting is being destroyed and you have no other means of stopping them, you are allowed to fire. So do not be afraid to take out any criminal or any enemy that is destroying or is doing any acts of killing. Is that clear? Yes, sir. But like I've told you, the communities you are protecting must know that you are there to protect them, not to go there and infringe on their human rights. I'm going to hold every commander, from the sector commander to the company commander to the platoon commander to the section commanders responsible. If anything happens within your AOR and you do nothing, you will be court-martialed. That I guarantee you. But again, our policy is to reward hard work and punish indolence. When you do well, we'll commend you, we'll give you awards, and then we'll take care of you the more. You will be promoted. Is that clear? With the new concept, all armed forces personnel will be withdrawn from within the towns and will go out into the bushes.
BKO, a marching order.
Yes.
But we need to know, why did the Chief of Defense Staff issue this directive and how significant is it?
You see, some of the setbacks that we've had in the war against terror, in the war against banditry, were caused by operational errors on the part of commanders. Sometimes refusal to comply with standard operational procedures.
SOP.
When troops come under fire, they know what to do. Okay. A commander who says, oh, I'm waiting for instruction to go after the enemy is an irresponsible commander. And I'm happy that General Musa has made that clear. Because as commander at that location, you are in charge. Whatever happens, you are in charge. The lives of your troops are in danger. The lives of the community that you've been deployed to protect, the lives of people in the community that you've been deployed to protect, come under threat. You don't have to wait for Abuja, you don't have to wait for General Musa or the Chief of Army Staff. You know what to do. You know what to do. So that's the point that he's making. And that if you fail to take action, and you are waiting for directive from the top, and you fail to take action, and it leads to loss of lives, he said, I guarantee you, you'll be court-martialed. So what is the point? If after the risk that you took as a serviceman, you end up being court-martialed, you have disgraced your family name. You've disgraced yourself. So why not do the needful? Be creative. Use your initiative to protect the people. Sometimes you have to use kinetic and non-kinetic approach, the carrot and stick approach. The whole idea is to get results. I remember Brigadier General Neya, the late former military administrator of Kano State. He told me that when he was defending a community in Liberia, at a point he had to call those people and negotiated with them. So sometimes it's necessary. You know, you have to take steps to ensure that your base is not overrun.
Absolutely.
Once your base is overrun and you lose weapons, you lose men, you lose officers and men, of course, they are going to review what happened.
Exactly.
And if that place was overrun because you did not take the right steps, the Chief of Defense Staff is saying that you are going to be dealt with.
True.
And he also said, no, you've been posted to communities to protect them. Let them realize that you've been posted to communities to protect them, and you are not to violate human rights in those places.
Because we need to get that accountability.
Yes, and
right.
he made that point clear that people will be posted to the bushes and not simply to sit down, lounging in the urban centers. So I'm happy. He made this statement when he changed the name of the operational name that used to be Operation Safe Haven. He then changed it to Operation Enduring Peace or so. You know? So I'm even happy because the idea of safe haven is bad English. There's no such thing as a safe haven. Heaven is something that is by nature safe. So when you say safe haven, it is tautologos.
But if the heaven,
bad English.
No, wait. Yeah. But if the heaven in the Nigerian palace is not very safe.
No.
No.
If it is heaven,
if it's heaven, it's not safe.
Heaven is by nature.
So, but again, it could be safe haven to the
grammarian. Don't forget.
Yeah, exactly.
It could be safe haven to the superlative.
All right, but let's get back.
Let people go and check.
Exactly.
No, of course, I agree.
All right, but let's get back to the conversation. I mean, does this signal a shift in Nigeria's counterterrorism strategy?
Yes.
From a defensive to a more offensive posture?
Yes, I think so. And then I'm particularly happy because it has to come to this because we've lost so many, officers and men, very bright and all that, that we ought to be using to prosecute the war, if you like, whether you like it or not. But I think what he has said now, maybe again, there's this issue of obey the last order in the military.
Okay.
So sometimes, because I'm also very close to some military people and all, sometimes some people, particularly among the infantry, this they call it rank and file, they tend to look at this and it makes some of them to now, do some like Zobi-like thing that we have not been told to march forward. Which is why I like what the general has said. Look, if you have been deployed to a community and then there's danger coming, you are waiting for someone to say march. But there was a reason why you were brought there, and is for to ensure that the enemies do not have any upper hand. The enemy is upon you. What do? You are still waiting for someone to say go. So I think not just this mounting it, he has to also do a retraining for them to understand that communication is very important. Because the military communication is different from the civilian communication. The way I understand certain commands is different from the way they understand certain. But because the military is structured in such a way that instructions and orders are very important.
Very, very important.
We decode an order of the military different from the way the military people decode that order. Because you could be looking at this just that way, but exactly what they said is not what they said. You thought is that what they meant? So it's very important for the debriefing and doing all of so that they can deconstruct some of these things and ensure that commands and all these things are well understood by the rank and file who are going to carry out this order.
That's the job of the commander.
If not, they will say do this and then another thing. So I am very happy that what is happening now is that they are going to go on the offensive, as you call it. But we're going to be, within next 1 month, let's review it again and see how very effective it's going to be to start.
And also, do you also think that this strategy would improve reaction time and also reduce mistakes?
Reaction time is dependent sometimes on factors that are not within the control of these servicemen.
Exactly.
Okay.
For example, the bandits are cowards. They operate largely in the very rural areas where the roads are bad, where there is no telco services, where you can't communicate. For example, that school that was attacked in Kaduna, where they picked that school on the way to Briningwari, where they took those school children. I think Kuriga also is the name of the school. Until the next day, there was no communication because there's no mast, no base station, nothing in that area to allow people to be able to make phone calls.
And they've already gained time.
They are taking those boys from Kaduna, taking them all the way to Zamfara State before the army could mount any form of rescue effort. The next day,
they've gained
so
time.
what do you do? And they come, put these children on bikes, and then drive through the bushes. How do you deal with that? I've spoken about a community in Katsina along the border with Zamfara that I visited some years back. That community is called Dansabao after Kankara in Katsina. I went there to interview victims of banditry. And a journey that naturally should take me just 15 minutes, it took me 2 hours.
Wow.
15 minutes?
Yes.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Because of bad
The road
Yeah.
was terrible. You know, there are still many places in our country where there's no sign of governance.
Government at all.
You know, and the people, our people are hardworking. You see, I've been to every part of northern Nigeria. The people are hardworking, they are enterprising. They just want to have peace so that they can produce, they can till their feet and produce food to feed their families. But bandits are making life difficult for the people.
Sure.
So in those places, no presence of government, but the people were getting by until the bandits came. And they know that even when you're able to raise an alarm, before the armed forces get to the scene, they have already vamoosed.
Yes.
That's usually what happens.
Absolutely.
You kidnap people in Kaduna State. You come into Safe in Zamfara, and then you are taking them all the way to the forest of Dansadao, one of the biggest and most notorious forests in our country. You're taking them all the way. So this is the thing. Maru local government, huge forests. That local government is bigger than some states in our country.
Wow.
Yes. So this is the thing, ungoverned spaces all over the place.
Far-flung
So
areas,
it's difficult for these guys to do the job. Even multi-terrain vehicles, they can't run when the road is terrible.
All right.
So this is the thing. So it's not all the time that they are able to deal